What's going on, everybody? It's Drew Tube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need the whole Galactic family to hit that like button, that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. And shout out to the GCVs. Let's get right into it. Do targeted individuals like people, or are they just cold-hearted loners who don't speak? The reason why I don't speak in public is because I'm focused and I just want to avoid a lot of weird interaction that a lot of people don't know that targeted individuals go through. Targeted individuals go through weird behavior when we're out in public. People are monitoring us instead of us just trying to go about our day and have a normal time like everyone else's. Go out, grab what they want, run into some people, say hello, hi. Targeted individuals are watched by people like a James Bond character, like the whole entire time they're out in public. People will sense us, pick up on our energy, and then they just start watching, and it makes it difficult when we go out in public because we just want to have a normal time like everyone else, but we can't help other people picking up on our energy, and then once the demonic spirit picks up on the energy and they see that it's a positive spirit, they see that it's a light spirit, a spirit filled with light, a spirit that's not of darkness, then they have to watch it. They have to monitor this person. They have to follow this person around, see what you're doing, see what you're up to. They have to watch you, and it becomes stressful. Nobody nobody wants to be monitored. But and be careful who you talk to this about, because people will say that you just don't like people looking at you. You got to be a fool to think that people just don't like people looking at them. It's a little deeper than that, but that's just a gaslighting tactic by people who most likely are the culprits. If you've ever tried to explain this to anyone and they were kind of real defensive on nobody's doing that, they're probably the ones doing it. All right, people will deny all things all the time, and then they'll lie to your face, and then they'll go behave the same exact way they just shun down upon, look down upon. All right, the same behavior they just shunned and looked down upon, they'll go behave that same way. So it's not good to it's hard explaining these things to people. It's not good to talk to anybody who hasn't experienced it, because they're not going to know what you're talking about. Only people who are experiencing it or who are targeted individuals are going to know. People pick up on your energy soon as they see that you have a high vibrational spirit. It's like they're locked in and you're targeted, and they monitor you, and they keep tabs on you basically, and they keep up on what you're doing with your life. They take it more than just you going to wherever you're going. They may follow you out to the parking lot. They may see what car you drive. Now now they're thinking about you and your car. I'm not trying to get too deep into it because I don't want to put any negative thoughts in anybody's head, because we're constantly protected, but you know where I'm going with it. They'll cast spells and think negatively on you and wish bad on you. And that's why we call them monitoring spirits, because whatever you do, whatever actions you take, they're watching you, and like they're wishing bad on you, and they're reporting back to whatever they're reporting back to the negative spirits that got them watching you. All right, they're reporting back to the dark side, because that's why the spirits are sent in the first place. They're sent to watch you, monitor your moves, see if you're carrying out your mission, seeing if you're on your purpose, and they're seeing how far you get, and they monitor and they watch, and they want to see how far you get, to see how they could try to sabotage things, try to um, ruin your situation, and it's frustrating. So to have to decipher through all that, try to have to pick through all that, try to have to see who's real and who's fake, you kind of just stay to yourself. And people think that you don't want to speak to them. People think you may be cold hearted, but you're not. You're really a good hearted person. You really care about other people, and you really care to speak. It's just when you're awakening to the fact that there's different kinds of people out here. All right, some of them may not even actually be people out here. All right, you just and it's like people don't get it and they don't understand. So a lot of this stuff you have to keep to yourself, and that puts a lot of pressure on a person to have something that you're going through that you can't discuss. You feel all alone. So that's another thing that will keep a person isolated, and I forgot, that's why they do it. They do it to keep you isolated. That's what monitoring and gang stalking does. It makes a person stay to themselves. It makes a person not trust people, and it makes a person not want to be approached, not want to approach people. It makes a person not be afraid or fearful. It makes a person just be cautious because you don't want those interactions. And it's like because you and it's just a defense mechanism, because you're just trying to save yourself and not trying to re-experience those negative those negative situations, you know. And that's all you're basically trying to do, is prevent those situations from happening again. So you basically just are protecting yourself. You're not afraid. You just know what types of people are out there. You know what types of spirits are out there. You're spiritually aware. You're awakened to these kinds of things, and people are asleep. So the fact that, number one, you're awake to certain things that people are asleep to, and number two, the process of the attack causes the person to not trust people and to stay to themselves. You really kind of just become, it really just ends up being you and God kind of thing. And you really just end up staying to yourself and speaking to as little people as possible. There will be times where you start to grow, and you see that you'll see through the games, the mind games that they're playing, and you'll see that it's not as deep as it is as far as the games they're playing. Spiritually, you still have to guard yourself and be protected, but you'll get stronger, and you'll get your strength to deal with their tactics, the activity, the watching. It causes rage, and it will make you upset from time to time, because it's just like, why are they doing it? But you'll learn to deal with that as well. And don't let people gaslight you into thinking that it's something wrong with you and that you don't like people looking at you. It's nothing wrong with you. You don't not like people looking at you. You don't like people overlooking. That's why it's called monitoring. It's not called a looking spirit. All right, we're smarter. We're smart to know whether somebody is looking at us or whether somebody is like spying, stalking. And it's a huge difference in the energy. It's a huge difference in the vibe you get from the person. All right, you can pick up on that. People just look, go about their day, mind their business. Even if somebody is staring, you could tell the difference between that. Okay, that person is just staring, because their behavior is not going to be of a gang stalker or of a monitoring spirit. They're just going to be staring at you, and then they're just going to go about their day. It's weird, but you know when somebody has evil energy and dark energy with them. You could definitely pick up on that, because God gave you the discernment to pick up on that. So we like people, we love people, we're very compassionate. You know, we're real good people. We not good people. We abide by the law of the golden rule. I'm gonna say that. A lot of targeted individuals just want to treat people like they want to be treated. That's all. We just want to treat people like we want to be treated. That's it. We don't want anything else. We just want to be treated how we want to be treated. Law of the golden rule: treat others as you would want to be treated. Think about others as you would want to be thought about. That's pretty much all we want. So we are really just dealing with a lot of frustration whenever you see us not wanting to talk to anybody. Whenever you see people just like, it seems like the person just wants to stay to themselves. If you're a targeted individual, that's okay. You have the right to just stay to yourself. You don't have to speak. You go through things that not everybody else goes through, so you have to process a lot of things in your mind. It's basically like having, I don't want to say it, but it's basically kind of like having PTSD. And you have to regulate your attitude. You have to regulate your mood. You have just for you and for your personal success, because that's why the monitoring spirits, they're trying to monitor your success, and they're trying to ruin your progress with anger, frustration, try to get you to retaliate, throw your life away. They want you to make mistakes. They want you to not be able to handle things normally like other people would. Hey, that makes me mad. When you're a targeted individual, you're like, yo, this is the last straw. You're like, yo, that's the last straw. So you have to, and you could pray that away. And that's why the Bible has scriptures for anger, because God knows how these spirits are going to try to come at us. All right, so make sure you stay armed up. Read your scriptures on anger. Read your scriptures on peace, protection, because you're going to stand a chance that way to not be agitated and bothered by their foolishness. All right. And sometimes it is best to just stay to yourself. Don't get fooled by people. Don't get sucked into people. You don't have to speak if you don't feel like it. All right. I used to think sometimes I'd have to speak to people. I used to think sometimes, all right, well, I have to say something. Like, you don't have to say anything, especially to people who are behaving and treating you like a targeted person, because they love to pop out on you and get that energy and get that hello, knowing that it's a game that they're playing with you that is sneaky, underlying, and covertly happening. It's not out in the open. Not everybody's able to see it. It's a cat and mouse game on the low. So you don't play with them, even when they pull up on you, even when they make it weird, like force you to see them kind of thing. Take a deep breath and don't take in that anger. But yeah, man, targeted individuals, we're normal people, we're cool people. We like everything. We pretty much like normal interaction, just like everybody else. It's just that when people interact weird, it makes us not want to interact with people. And when people when people say that what you're going through isn't true, or what you're experiencing isn't what you're experiencing, it makes you stay away from people. But like I said, that's the whole tactic of gang stalking. It makes people want to make you look crazy to other people, because it makes you question your sanity. Because what they do is they'll behave in a way to where you'll be like, hey, somebody is following me, somebody is copying me, somebody is doing this, and people will say, so what? People will say, I don't believe that. People will say, you're seeing things, and they won't, like, nobody will be able to help you back up your story. They'll gaslight you. I've been gaslit by some people that it hurt. They're like, what do you want me to do? Follow you around all day? And I thought they were actually trying to help me, and they were serious. This person was making fun of me to my face about something very serious that they know. Like, when people make fun of things like that, they're probably doing it themselves. You probably have people who are monitoring you a lot closer than you think. All right, some of these people may be relatives. All right, the people that you try to go to and talk to and get help from is probably them. If they're telling you, watch their reaction to it. If they try to like take a dump on you instead of try to be understanding or hear you out, then they're probably participating in it. All right, if they're the type of people that will do something, say they didn't do it, and then keep doing it, it's that they're probably participating, unfortunately, in that behavior, because it's the spirit, yo. It's we battle against we don't battle against flesh and blood. We battle against wickedness and principalities in high places. So some people aren't who you think they are, and you're gonna have to accept that. And along with everything else that you're like, yo, targeted individuals deal with a lot. You just got to accept that you have a lot that you deal with on your plate that not everybody is going to experience. You got spiritual warfare coming at you at all angles. It's hard for you to grow to trust people, because the people that are closest to you are sometimes mistreating you mentally and abusing you mentally. So it's difficult, and it's hard for a person to make decisions on who they should have in their life. A lot of times, as targeted individuals, is better for the way I view it. I'm sure other people view it that way too. It's better for us to just stay to ourselves. A lot of females are more social than guys are, so I know females at least probably have one or two friends. But a lot of guys, maybe if guys can't find anybody to relate to, me speaking just from my own experience as one, I just stay to myself. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other dudes out there that can relate. And females too. I know some females that probably like, Drew, I just stay to myself too. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I'm like that. I'm like Beyonce. I'm gonna be my own best friend. All right, I know that's right. Yo, did y'all hear her rapping, by the way? That's a whole nother video. All right, Beyonce rapping. That's wild. All right. But anyway, yeah, that's a whole nother video. But as a targeted individual, it's not easy. And like I said, you have to accept that. You got family members coming at you. Try to go to them and talk to them about things that happen out in the world. They discredit what you say, act like it doesn't happen, and then go behave that way towards you. Wild. Trust me. I know. And that is stressful in itself. And a lot of rage comes from that, but it's in the form of black magic. Narcissists use black magic. They use spells. All right, they get you frustrated in the way, because in the way that you'll never get these types of people to change. You keep expecting them to be one way, but they're going to be the total opposite of what you expect. And people are never going to be what you want them to be. And that's a great thing. That's a wonderful thing. People are never going to be what you want them to be. Clap your hands for that one. People ain't never going to be what you want them to be. That's an amazing thing. That's a wonderful thing. People will never be what you want them to be. All right, these people aren't going to behave in a God-like Christian way that we would like them to, in a godly way, in a divine way, all right, in a heavenly way, in a spiritual way. They're not going to react that way, in a positive one anyway. All right, they're not going to act the way we want them to. These people are going to follow. They're going to try to get that energy. They're going to watch. They're going to monitor. And they're going to report back to their boss. They're going to report back to their leader. And that makes you want to stay to yourself, because it's like you can't turn to this one. You can't turn to that one. You can't turn to anybody but God. And that's why God uses narcissists and monitoring spirits to bring you closer to him and to strengthen you, to get you to put on the armor of God, to get you to wisen up, to get you to soak up the wisdom and his knowledge and his understanding. God will use these people to make you go straight to him. I even saw something that said narcissists are angels in disguise. I definitely have to do more research on that one. But I could definitely understand that in the aspect of maybe the person was saying that's how you should look at it, because they force you to grow. They force you to go to God. They force you to work on yourself. They force you to work on your behavior, because you can't walk around being upset to people and being upset at people who are never going to change. These people are confident in who they are and what they want to be. So as a TI, all right, we just got to let them be and realize that this is how it's going to be. but we can be strong in that, and we're protected in that. So it is what it is. They can watch us and monitor us and do all unnecessary types of things, but we can stay prayed up. All right, we can get scriptured up. All right, we can get armored up. All right, and we can get faithed up and keep our faith and God and His power and His wisdom and His understanding, and we can't lose, you know. So we don't play his game. Satan, the devil, we don't play his game. We want to play God's game. All right, we focus on God. Always bring your attention back to God. All right, and I don't want to get off topic here, but targeted individuals, like I said, we're very likable people. We're laid back, very relaxed, cool, chill people. It's just that, unfortunately, due to the pressure that we go under, sometimes you may catch us over the edge. Sometimes we may be on our Curtis blow. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. And it's frustrating when people push you closer to the edge and they just don't care and they just keep going. All right. I've been being followed and stalked by a trucking company, and I'm not putting their name out there because I've called and I've talked to them and I tried to discuss. I might have mentioned this in the video. I'm not sure. I called them the other week to try to get it resolved, and the guy told me he'd give me his number and when I could call him if it happened, and he hung up. So, and then on top of that, the next day, more trucks started coming. So these people know that you stand for God, and they know that they're on the devil's side. They know that they represent darkness. They know that you're not on that side, and they know that you're just a person who wants to just go about their day. And the fact that you believe in God, and the fact that you have that anointing, and the fact that you have the fact that you're chosen, these people have targeted you out because you don't have energy like everybody else. You have an energy that disturbs them. Your energy disturbs, your light disturbs their demons. So the fact that you're disturbing their demons, that's why they have to target you out, because they know, okay, he's on the other side. There's one of theirs. So once you disturb their demons, once they pick up on your energy, once they see you're not of them and you're of the light, then it's all spiritual warfare from there, because God said they're going to come after us for his sake. All right, they're going to persecute us for his sake. So this company, they just been following me, and I tried to explain it to certain people that are close to me, relatives, and those are the ones, my relatives made that joke. Oh, do you want us to follow you? I thought they were serious. They were playing me. My own family was playing me about this, and I could record it. But when I tried to record it, the truck drove off real fast. Like when you walk past a certain area and the same car comes out like clockwork, you're being followed. All right, don't gaslight yourself. Don't get up. Don't get upset about it. Don't let yourself get upset. But you're being followed, and I could see that truck every time I go out and I walk. I'll go out, I'll take my walk, and that truck comes out of nowhere every time. It doesn't matter what time of day. When I walk past, that truck will pull out. And they lied to me, and they even used the authorities to lie, because they said that, I'm going to get to it. They said these trucks drive up and down the street all the time. What do you think? They're just waiting for you and pulling out when you walk past? I said, sir, I said, what do you think stalking is, sir? With all respect, I said, what do you think stalking is, sir? And he didn't say nothing after that. They just kept talking and looking at each other, because even the authorities, they stalk. All right, the authorities stalk. People have been stalked by authorities. All right, 12 people have been stalked by 12. 12 stalk more than 12 stalk more than other people. But that's a whole nother video right there. A lot of those organizations are evil and corrupt and demonic within themselves. A lot of those are real big demons. That's why they pick that specific. That's why they pick that specific career, so that way they can implement their evil, because they know who they belong to, and they know what side they're on. So people pick certain careers to be evil towards others too. And sometimes people just want to be, doesn't matter. They feel that they just have the authority. They feel they own you. They feel you're their property. All right. They have their narcissistic demonic disorder, and they feel more powerful than you because you believe in God. They think that's weak. They think they can just do whatever they want to you and there's no consequence. These are people who don't believe in God and have no faith. But that's how demons operate. All right. They think there's no repercussion until that fire comes down, that fire come down from heaven and strike them. Don't be afraid to speak. All right. Instead of getting upset, instead of reacting, you don't have to yell at them. You don't have to scream. Speak death onto that spirit. Speak death onto these people. All right. Because what they're doing is they're monitoring you. They're causing you to be tormented mentally. All right. They're causing you to be frustrated. They're making you feel like you want to scream and yell and get upset. You got to meditate and deep breathe. Kill that spirit. All right. Wish death on that spirit. There's prayers for that. The Bible says that. God says that's okay. You could wish death on these spirits. And that's all I do. That's all I do. I don't get upset anymore. I don't get angry. When I get real angry or real mad and I can't think of anything, I just say God bless them, and that helps, because even that is a prayer that will get them. Because you can bless somebody negative, they're going to get what they're putting out. You can God bless an evil person, they're going to get what they're putting out. That spirit is going to get destroyed, even with a God bless you. All right, that God bless you. That God bless you will put a whipping on a negative spirit. Trust and believe, and it will get all the negative energy away that they tried to send to you. And that's just what I do, because I would feel uncomfortable. People, you try to go somewhere and people try to copy your movement every time and see how you feel about it. All these people that want to say that's not happening. All these people that will say, "Oh, just ignore it." Let them be bothered, and it's over a process. It's like it's amount of time. It's not just one time. All right, the one time I still called the dude a stalker, and we just had a yelling match because I just had a rough day that day, and I didn't grow past that point yet. But I guess that's why they're angels in disguise, because now I grew past that point, and when I see them, it's straight warfare. It's straight prayer. It's straight affirmations. It's straight my mind versus your mind. And my mind's going to win every time, because my mind's on God's side. And if God's for me, who can be against me? With God, all things are possible. All right. I can't fail with God on my side. All right. He gives me strength. Yeah, God says, let the weak say, I am strong. He may be in a truck. All right, but that's Goliath. I'm David. I am strong, and my words are stones. All right, and I'm gonna keep throwing my words at them, and I'm gonna keep speaking death unto them. Like you can say your evil, wicked ways will be the death of you, instead of getting upset. Just your evil, wicked ways will be the death of you. God's going to blind you. All right, I heard a prayer today earlier, and the person was saying that God is going to blind the monitoring spirit. I said, you know what? I have to start using that. I have to start using that. God is going to blind the monitoring spirit. I pray that God blinds all these monitoring spirits, people watching you unnecessarily to cause frustration and cause you to go backwards in life. They want you to go back. They want you to go backwards in life, cause you to make mistakes, cause you to ruin your life. They know where you're going. They know who to talk to. Okay, that's where they work. My cousin works there. I'll tell my cousin to treat him like this and try to get him fired. People do things like that. That's why you stay prayed up. But no matter what, God is for you, so it doesn't matter who's against you. Even if they do get you out of that job, they're working for you. because you work for God. You believe in God. Even the negative forces, they meant it to you for bad, but God meant it to you for good. They try to get you fired. You'll end up becoming a boss at your next job, getting paid more, less work, more money, less hours. That's how God works. So always, always repay their evil with good and with kindness. All right, and unless these people are trying to put their hands on you and they're a sociopath, then you either need to get up out of there and defend yourself at all costs. If the person is a sociopath, if this person is trying to harm you, you don't turn the other cheek when somebody's trying to harm you. But when people are just nasty and vile and disrespectful and just playing mind games, you let God fight that, and you just bless them. You just said, God bless you, and that I'm telling that blessing is going to sit God on them. Okay, who's my child telling me to bless? That blessing is going to sit God on them, and they're going to be destroyed, because whatever they're putting out is going to come back to them. And the fact that we go through these things and people just think it's sweet. Hi, how are you? Some of them even know. Like, that's the sick part. Like, some of them even know. They ask you, hi, how are you doing? And it's like the way they ask is just like, it's like you know something, don't you? You just know something. Just by the way, you just, hi, how are you doing? Like, it's just so weird. But your spirit knows all. Our spirit knows all. You pick up on these things. The Bible says we know all. God gave us our anointing, our discernment. We understand all things. All right, we understand what these people are up to. But that's crazy, man. Like, I never knew people would put that much time and effort into a person. I haven't been talking about it. I haven't even been recording it because it doesn't matter to me. Like, and I haven't focused on it. That's why I made those videos a couple weeks ago. Like, I took my mind back by the grace of God, because for the longest time, for like the past 3-4 months, those trucks following me was really getting to me. It was really irritating my spirit. And that's what their whole goal was. They want to leave your spirit irritated because you're irritating them. So they want to project the irritation, the anger, frustration all back onto you by causing you to react, causing you to get upset any way they can. And this is a person driving a truck on the road, working. Why are you even worried about me? It's because I passed by a devil. That's why. And he's on assignment to do his job. Ever since I've called them and tried to talk to them, hey, your trucks are following me. Blah 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 blah. They've been sending them out. Before it was just 1 or 2. Now it's like 4 or 5 at one time. Like, that's how slow they are. They think that more trucks is going to cause me to be upset or angry. They don't even know what was bothering me about it in the first place. But anyway, I got over it. And I'm pretty sure they watched my videos, because when the dude pulled up in the truck, he said, I'm a Christian. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I'm a Christian. And then when I called to talk to them, I'm like, they're like, who's doing it? I'm like, I don't know. It's probably the guy who I told you about the first time that did it. He's on vacation. So do not get upset over these people. They're paying these people to stalk you. They're putting them on vacation to stalk you. And like the devil has no depths. That's totally demonic. You're gonna put somebody on vacation for stalking them, and he was probably on vacation watching these videos. So don't get upset. Don't let these people see you sweat, and don't be ashamed for your anger. Don't be ashamed for your confusion, because the devil is confusion. These were entities that were projected onto your spirit because of hate and jealousy. So don't you dare be ashamed of the anger and the frustration and the confusion that you get when you deal with these kinds of things, because these were projected onto you to make you feel bad about yourself, because they are just pure jealousy and hate. When they see you, that's what their spirit gets filled with. They got to deal with that. They got to eat that. That jealousy is eating at them. That hate is eating at them. And because they're evil, they take it back out on you instead of regulating how they're dealing with a situation. All right. And these are why targeted individuals deal with a lot. It's not a game. It's not something to say to be cool. This is something that we go through, and it's like, we just want peace. But since we already know what time it is, we know that we battle against wicked forces. We know. So just accept it, but accept that God's on your side. And with God, all things are possible. You will overcome. You will overcome the anger, the frustration, the nobody understanding you. You'll even get through that. After a while, you won't even need anyone to understand you, because you will have soaked up so much wisdom and understanding from God that what they're doing has little to no effect. You may have to catch yourself on certain days. You may have to take an extra deep breath on certain days, but they're powerless. They're going to keep trying things, and it may affect you because they're not going to stop. But initially, you will get over the initial blow, and it just becomes annoying and slightly irritating. But you're getting stronger, and you could always pray. You always go to God, no matter what, even if they are irritating you and they're trying to get you at your wits' end. You know what to do. Start praying. And they're going to lose. It's a real simple game. You just have to not play, and I'm not gonna stop saying that. Don't play games with these people. When people try to play mind games with you, don't play back. If you try to play back with them, that's when you lose. So, targeted individuals, we like to speak to people. It's just that, as you see, it's a lot going on up here, but you're not crazy. You're not. There's nothing wrong with you. You just your mind is on overdrive. It's like you need a vet wherever you're at, wherever these activities are taking place. You're under a pressure. So it's like you're walking around with like a boulder on your back while everybody else is walking around carrying a rock. All right. So you basically need like a vacation. You basically need like to get away from that spot. So you have to make sure you constantly meditate, pray day and night. Whenever you feel agitated, whenever you feel vexed, meditate, breathe in the good, breathe out the bad, and send all the negative energy back. Return to sender. Immediately, as soon as you feel it, return it back. Say your prayers, return the negative energy back, and you'll be able to deal with it. You'll get over it. You'll get through this. And after a while, you're going to become stronger than them. They may seem like they're more powerful than you because they can get you upset. They can get you angry. Once you stop them from getting you angry and upset, you see that they don't have any other power. They don't have any power other than that. That's why that was their main source their main source of witchery and witchcraft, trying to target you and fill you with rage, because that's all they can do. That's their only power, trying to control people by people's attitudes, moods, things like that. And don't let them do it to you. All right, so this has been another DrewTube special. Shout out to every chosen vessel. All right, keep doing your best. Don't be afraid to speak to people. If you want to speak to somebody, speak to them, talk to them. I'm not telling anybody to not be friends with anybody, but I'm pretty sure everybody got the gist of this video. This was just intake for just a little something for the TIs, just I can't leave the TIs out. All right, so just a little something for the TIs. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that subscribe button, and I'll keep you all updated. That truck company, I just been ignoring them. They haven't been getting to me like that. It don't really affect me anymore. It bothers me some days. Like today, it bothered me, but I went for my jog. I did what I had to do, and I just got over it. I let it go. And like every time, I just know that every time I leave where I'm at, these trucks are gonna pull out. So it's like once you realize that they're just silly and they're just wasting their own time. It's just like, okay, look at this silly person wasting their own time, and you just let them do it. Just let them waste their own time, and just tell yourself that, like, okay, I'll just let you waste your own time, and don't try to avoid them. All right, you may be trying to avoid them because you don't want to see them. Look dead at them. And don't be afraid to look at them. There's nothing they could do. Their energy is not more powerful than yours. When you look at them, when you look at the boogeyman, the negativity and all that fear, all that stuff is going to go away because you're not actually afraid of them. You just want this. You just want the thing to stop happening, whatever's happening. So don't be ashamed. because of the fear. Don't be ashamed because of the anger. Don't be ashamed because of you losing your cool. People are purposely trying to get you out of character. And that is something that you have to accept. And that's something that you have to continue to work on yourself with. So that way you can destroy these demons in real time. When you work on yourself and your character, you will be the ultimate demon slayer out here. All right. So thank you everybody for watching this video. There's been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels and special shout out to the Galactic family. I'll see all you amazing people in the next video. And look, y'all, I got a little something special for everybody. Check this out. If you guys want some drip, all right, yo, I got some drip. If you want some drip, I got some DrewTube drip. You want some drip, you feel me? All packaged up, cased out. You know, I got some DrewTube drip, you feel me? Anybody who wants some drip, get you a little, and it's free, get you a little cool little bracelet. I don't know why I keep pulling up black ones. Okay, Black Power, all power. Look, all these different bracelets. Look, everybody. Oh, yo, another black one. I got different colors, man. We got orange power, we got green power. Yo, another black one. All right, pink power, you know. Shout out to that pink power. All right, all different types of little cool bracelets, you know. So, yo, if you want a cool little drip bracelet, you want to be dripped out, you know, get your little DrewTube drip, holla at me. And guess what? It got the acronym HABO on there for Have a Blessed One. And when you get this bracelet, you'll have a blessed one. All right, I'll send it to you for free, and I'll send it with a little prayer. All right, to keep your spirit up and to keep your spirit strong and help you keep your head up. So anybody, if you want a little DrewTube drip, I got you. We got all different colors. All right, not just black. We got orange, you know, pink, green, all different types of colors. You feel me? All right, we got a little blue and pink going on. What else we got here? A little green. All right, little multicolor. Okay, what's this one? Okay, ooh, all right, look at that one. All right, so yeah, hit me up in the description box. My email, hit me up in the description box. My email is in the description box. So if you like, I'll send you as many as you like. I'll send you as many as I can. I'll probably have to limit it off so everybody else can get some. But I'll probably have a limit of like 2 or 3 or something like that. That'll work. Depending on how many people you got, I try to hook everybody up. But yeah, it's free. So if you like a little Have a Blessed One bracelet, so whenever, you know, gang stalkers pop up or weird things may happen, you want to remember, man, I ain't even tripping over these fools. I'm going to have a blessed one, okay? I'm going to have a blessed one, you know? And I had mine on, but I wear it so much, it fell off. All right, I've been having a blessed one so many times, it done fell off, all right? So, yo, if you would like that, I could send that to you. Like I said, hit me up in the description box. My email's in there. Send me a PO box or send me a post office close to you, and I'll hook you up. All right, Drew, yo, get your DrewTube drip. All right, get your, yo, don't sue me, Sauce Walker. Get your DrewTube drip, okay? And yo, drip, don't slip. All right, I'll see everybody in the next video. And I just thought that'd be cool. So if you're interested for real, I'll send you one of these bracelets, and it says have a HABO for Have a Blessed One, and I'll send you a little prayer attached to it too. And you can tell me specifically if there's something that you would like me to pray for you for. All right, so yo, holla at your DrewTube later. Okay, I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace. DrewTube out.